Before Skull Island, before Reign of Kong, Universal Studios Florida had a ride so massive, so cinematic, and so terrifying. It made you feel like you were trapped in a blockbuster disaster movie. This was Kongfrontation, and if you never got to ride it, you missed one of the greatest animatronic encounters in theme park history. Let's rewind the track and step into the chaos. If you love forgotten rides, theme park history, and a little nostalgia, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's next. So, let's backtrack. Kongfrontation opened with the park on June 7th, 1990, standing tall, literally and figuratively, as one of Universal Studio Florida's original headlining attractions, inspired by the King Kong encounter on the studio tour in Hollywood. This wasn't just a copy, it was bigger, more detailed, and completely immersive. Guests would enter a massive soundstage dressed as 1970s New York City, boarding a Roosevelt Island tram car set above the chaos. Every inch of the ride was drenched in disaster movie detail, from flickering city lights and breaking windows to sirens blaring in the distance. The ride itself was a masterpiece of practical effects. You'd board your tram and glide over a city under siege. Smoke pouring from rooftops, flashing emergency lights, and crumbling infrastructure everywhere. But then, you'd see him, Kong, a 39-foot-tall animatronic gorilla snarling, pounding, and reaching for your tram like it was his next toy. The vehicle rocked, alarms blared, and you could feel the tension as the East River burned below you. There were actually two massive Kong figures, one in each show scene, and each animatronic weighed around 7 tons. Not only did they move convincingly, but the air was pumped full of banana scent as you passed them, just to drive the experience over the top. The finale left riders barely escaping Kong's grip, with their tram swinging into the clear, but the feeling of awe and maybe fear stuck with you long after the ride ended. For more than a decade, Kongfrontation was a fan favorite, but massive animatronics are expensive to maintain. By the early 2000s, Universal was shifting towards newer, faster-paced attractions. Kongfrontation closed on September 8, 2002. Many fans didn't even know their last ride was their last. Just 2 years later, Revenge of the Mummy took over the building, bringing thrills of a different kind, but never quite replacing the soul of what once stood there. For some, losing Kong wasn't just losing a ride, it was losing a piece of the original Universal magic. When effects were practical, storytelling was physical, and the terror was real. But Kong never really left. Fans still remember the animatronics' terrifying roar and lifelike presence. Universal even brought him back, sort of, with Skull Island Reign of Kong at Islands of Adventure, complete with a massive Kong figure, but for many, it's not quite the same. Even today, Kongfrontation lives on through park merch, old commercials, and grainy YouTube footage. It's the kind of attraction that made you feel something, and that's why people still talk about it over 30 years later. So, were you lucky enough to face Kong in person? Or are you just now discovering this piece of theme park legend? Drop your memory or your favorite fun fact in the comments below. And if you want more forgotten rides, fan favorites, and park history deep dives, hit like and don't forget to subscribe, and keep riding with us here at Backtrack Parks. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skyline. You'll never know when Kong might return.